Today, we're going to talk a bit about Marcus Aurelius and his concepts of thought and how they affect our lives. They're important and very relevant to our lives today, which are constantly bombarded with influence from the outside world, from images and tragedy. Sometimes we can think these things are directly impacting on us when perhaps they're not. So I'll start with a quote from Marcus Aurelius. Very little is needed to make a happy life. All is within yourself and your way of thinking. So what could Marcus Aurelius mean by this? I think he implies the idea of contentness, being content with what we have, being content with family, friends, being content with enough means by which to survive by. We don't need much to survive, to eat and drink and to live. And if we have those things, then we can be content. But that is not to stop us from striving for more. But by being grateful, we can appreciate and be happy with our lives. Brings me on to another quote from Marcus Aurelius. You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Feeling hopeless at world events, at the constant negativity promoted in the news, can be very difficult to contend with. There are outside events over which we have no control, which begs the question, how much should we let them influence our mind? There is a limit. We have a choice on how much emotion we invest into events and have a choice in where to direct our thoughts. For example, knowing and choosing where you can have a positive impact and acting on that is perhaps far better than passively being affected and feeling helpless at every outside influence that comes our way, every outside thought, every outside news event. That is not to say we should be emotionless, but so not to be affected in our own personal lives, that we cannot see beyond that. We have a choice over which emotions affect us and how much so, and those that we choose. Brings me on to another quote from Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. This is important to know because there is a suggestion that we can have poor quality thoughts, which seems counterintuitive. Our thoughts seem a constant stream. However, think on this. Is a trivial thought, an idle thought, one on a matter of mere gossip, really as high a quality as something that is designed and purposely to improve the quality of life, to solve a problem, to direct it towards study? High quality thoughts are clearly different from low quality thoughts. And the higher the quality of thoughts, the more and the greater sense of purpose we have, the better the happiness of our lives. Our lives are better spent solving problems than dwelling on trivial matters. This brings me to another quote from Marcus Aurelius. The soul becomes dyed by the colour of your thoughts. Do we want evil thoughts to colour our souls? Do we want jealous thoughts to stain our souls? And do we want angry thoughts to make our souls resentful? There are natural elements of these emotions in all our thoughts, but we can choose how much and when to stop those emotions. We should be promoting the nurture of our souls with positive thoughts, thoughts of compassion, thoughts of kinship, thoughts of positivity. We are in control of that. Which brings me on to another final quote from Marcus Aurelius. Our life is what our thoughts make it. We have within our power to control our thoughts and not let them be dictated by outside events that we can't control. We have an ability to direct our thoughts so they are not wasted and so our mental capacity is not exhausted. Thank you.